What's up, guys? So this is Noah from the DMV area. I'm also a big sports guy. Since the age of 4, been watching Capitals, inspired me to play as ice hockey, took me all the way to the big levels in high school. And then in college I played football and ice hockey as well. So big football and ice hockey guy. I am also a basketball fan. Been following the Wizards since the prime, Gilbert Arenas and Karan and not Stoudemire, Antoine Jameson. So it's been a long time. Deep sports background. Recently even co-founded SportAI, which is a fantasy sports mobile app that has integration with artificial intelligence to optimize your fantasy lineup. So understand a lot about the sports analytics side as well. That's where my forte is, and that's where I'm expanding into right now. So, one of the, as a sports fan, DC, one of the things we're talking about now is it's COVID. Currently we're just playing 2K or Madden as our favorite Redskins player or Wizards player, but it's not the same as the real thing. Fortunately, at least in the Redskins end, we still progressing well. We got Chase Young, DN from Ohio State. If it wasn't for Burrow, he'd be a potential first overall pick. So we definitely got a steal there on the D line. I think with Jonathan Allen, Ryan Anderson, building up around that defensive core, we can do some good things. And I think with the coach up in the air, we don't have Gruden anymore. I think that was a necessary change. To spread offense, to pass focused for such a tough NFC division. So I think we're making the right choice going with whoever we go, interim coach Williams, and then now we're going into a new era possibly. So we'll see. I'm looking forward to that. I think that also the Dwayne Haskins is been cut short. 50 touchdowns in Ohio State in a single season is not something that gets replicated easily. We had a weak offensive line outside of Brandon Scherf. Trent Williams wasn't with us; he was unhealthy, and the Redskins management, being the Redskins management, failed to get our perennial left tackle. So here we are. Dwayne Haskins did his best. It was a team carousel, coaching changes, and you can't blame a young guy who's a rookie. So I think Dwayne Haskins, if he gets the right environment around him, could be a perennial Pro Bowler. I think Redskins fans gotta be patient with him. There have been a lot of other raw quarterbacks that have taken a couple years to develop, and it paid off. Aaron Rodgers was seasoned down there. Russell Wilson was seasoned out in Seattle too, before stepping in. I'm not saying that Dwayne Haskins is gonna be Russell Wilson or something like that, but I think he has a lot of talent, and people should see him and Chase Young as the building core, along with Terry McLaurin, are big pillars, both sides of the ball, that will help this team better in the future. And now we're done talking about football. How about those Wizards, huh? Oh my God. I know Wizards aren't doing too great. They're doing their best. They're competing for a lottery pick, let's be honest here, but there's a lot of building points we have. We have Rui Hachimura, Troy Brown Jr., a lot of young talent, Moritz Wagner, Thomas Bryant. We have a young core, a lot of the forwards. Forwards take longer to develop, but it's definitely worth the wait if we can at least get one of those guys to be a near all-star level. It's big emphasis these days in the NBA, going back to those bigs, but modern bigs, guys like Giannis, Jokic, Simmons, Embiid, guys that can handle the ball, shoot the three, really be a floor general if they need to be. I definitely think that Rui Hachimura, for example, excellent mid-range athleticism. He can be the guy who is the streaker, the alley-oop catcher, the underrated scorer. Troy Brown has good playmaking abilities too for a forward. You can definitely fill that point forward role. I think that Satoransky left behind, but it will be interesting to see. We got a bright future, I think, for the Wizards. Another thing I'm a big fan of, the Capitals, like I mentioned in the beginning. So the Washington Capitals, bright future. Their core is getting old, though. It was making me feel old. I remember growing up watching Backstrom and Ovechkin. Ooh, like Mike Green, I remember him, but he's on the Red Wings now. But John Carlson, Braden Holtby, all these guys are getting older. They're in their early 30s to mid 30s. So it's important guys like Kuznetsov, Jakub Vrana, Burakovsky, they stand up and take the next top 6 forward role, scorer, a primary power play guy. We'll definitely need them to step up. I mean, John Carlson, I didn't even expect this. He's arguably the best defenseman in hockey. So we've got a huge benefit with that. I think he was going to win the Norris if the season doesn't continue. I think he should still get the Norris in the shortened season. But there's a bright future for John Carlson as well. He's in his prime. The Capitals, we're fresh off, the first Cup victories in 2018, first one of our franchise history. So proud to be a DMV area native. Caps have changed the way it brings the sport here to DC as one of the first generation of kids to play ice hockey. Now I see, so many kids playing at the youth level. So great to see a sport I love grow up, and Capitals are a big part of it. So, well, guys, I think I'm out of time. Thanks for listening to me ramble on about all the DC sports, but I love them. Everyone loves DC sports from the area, so it's a big community block, right? So thanks for listening to me, and tune in next time for sure. See ya.